Prepare to be absolutely astonished because the information I'm about to confidently disclose to you today may represent the most significant, tangible breakthrough that all Iraqi dinar holders have genuinely witnessed in many long and challenging years. Today's unprecedented update is neither baseless market rumor, nor is it mere recycled speculative chatter, and it is definitely not the kind of empty online hype you often encounter across various anonymous internet forums. This is a structural, real-time, rapidly developing financial update that now verifiably involves one of the largest and most influential financial institutions operating within the United States, and its profound implications are already sending immediate shockwaves throughout the entire global currency community. The Iraqi dinar has just been officially fixed at a confirmed, non-fluctuating rate of $2.31 per dinar. This dramatic, new development is immediately initiating crucial high-level conversations among major, experienced currency analysts, institutional investors, key international exchange desks, and all the dedicated, long-term holders who have diligently been following the progress of the dinar's revaluation, RV, for more than a decade. In this entire presentation, I strongly urge you to stay focused with me from the very start to the absolute conclusion because every single factual detail is critically important to your understanding. The $2.31 rate is not simply an arbitrary number chosen at random. It is a powerful financial message, a clear, unmistakable signal, and a solid confirmation that something far larger, much more profound, and incredibly synchronized is meticulously unfolding within the global structured financial system right now. If you are currently a dinar holder, this major update may finally deliver the definitive clarity, strategic direction, and undeniable financial advantage you have been patiently waiting to receive. So, please settle in, remain calm, and let's methodically break this development down, one careful step at a time, using only calm, simple, and absolutely clear facts. This crucial update naturally begins with the confirmed fixed rate itself, because the $2.31 figure is far from arbitrary. When an influential, major bank sets a fixed rate, as opposed to simply listing a fluctuating market rate, it signifies that the institution has successfully finalized several critical layers of internal compliance processing, liquidity assessments, regional coordination, and complete internal verification. A fixed rate is never assigned by a bank casually or lightly. It demands a highly synchronized, firm decision between their specialized foreign currency department, their corporate legal team, international operations, and their risk management divisions. Therefore, the moment you hear that a confirmed $2.31 rate is securely locked inside a major bank system, it confirms that significant, serious groundwork has already been successfully concluded behind the public eye. For all dinar holders, this specific fixed rate represents many years of hoping, analyzing, and waiting, finally and decisively transforming into something tangible, real, and verifiable. The implementation of this fixed rate immediately removes the persistent uncertainty that has long overshadowed the currency's potential value. Instead of simply watching routine daily fluctuations, consistently hearing contradictory, unverified rumors, or waiting indefinitely for official government announcements that never seem to arrive, holders now possess a concrete number that provides immediate clarity, and this clear numerical clarity is the very first, major, undeniable sign of true, deliberate movement. It clearly demonstrates that the sophisticated banking system is no longer merely preparing for an event, it is actively implementing the final stages of the plan. Now, let's explore why this specific fixed rate holds significantly more importance today than any previous speculative updates or prior fleeting market chatter. Over the immediate past few years, the major Iraqi financial restructuring process has been systematically executed in slow, necessary phases. This included all internal monetary reforms, international financial agreements, various digital banking technology shifts, and key governmental adjustments. However, none of those crucial early steps directly impacted the everyday dinar holder on a transactional level. Those earlier steps were absolutely necessary, but they strictly remained behind-the-scenes institutional events. A confirmed fixed rate, conversely, is fundamentally different. It has a direct, tangible effect on real people. It instantly impacts real currency exchanges. It significantly changes the real transactional value of the currency you are personally holding. And when a major global institution confirms and locks such a fixed rate, it strongly suggests that the currency is now actively entering a new, decisive phase, one that centrally involves immediate public participation rather than continued internal, private restructuring. This is precisely why there is such a dramatic, widespread reaction today. People instinctively understand the profound difference between idle chatter and official institutional confirmation. They clearly grasp that for a bank to officially lock a rate, they must be rigorously preparing all of their systems, training all of their staff, updating all of their branch locations, establishing security protocols, finalizing all necessary forms, and structuring all the cash-out mechanics. None of that immense, costly preparation happens unless the influential institution is fully confident that the time for broader public exchange is definitively and immediately approaching. Understanding why a major bank would proactively assume the lead role in setting this tone for the dinar exchange process requires a look at the broader global financial landscape. In the United States, large financial institutions operate within a defined hierarchy concerning foreign currency management. Not every bank possesses the necessary expertise, infrastructure, or capacity to confidently manage very high volume, extremely high-value international currencies, especially those connected to an impending large-scale revaluation process. The largest, most advanced institutions, those with extensive global networks, sophisticated verification systems, and highly specialized foreign exchange departments, are almost always the first to fully implement all new currency protocols. Once they successfully establish and lock their internal systems, other, smaller banks closely monitor their movements, patiently wait for official multi-sector confirmations, and then slowly and gradually mirror their established rates and core exchange processes. The $2.31 fixed rate is therefore much more than just a number. It is a clear operational signal that one of the largest financial players is completely prepared and ready to smoothly handle the volume of what is demonstrably coming next. This naturally brings us to a crucial, psychological point. Fixed rates inherently foster essential stability. For many exasperated years, dinar holders have been forced to navigate a confusing environment filled with widely fluctuating expectations, inconsistent news reports, and conflicting interpretations of government public statements. A fixed rate immediately eliminates the majority of that chaos. It provides you with a solid, verifiable value you can use to immediately base all of your important financial decisions upon. It gives financial advisors a concrete number to confidently work with. It introduces clarity for every holder planning their crucial financial future, and most importantly, it powerfully shows that the bank is responsibly taking on the commitment to deliver a clear, consistent exchange value to the public. When market uncertainty dramatically vanishes, holder confidence rapidly grows, and this kind of firm confidence is absolutely essential during a transition as significant and large as an RV event. Now, you are naturally asking, what does this life-changing fixed rate actually mean for me as a dinar holder? That is the single most important question every person wants a clear answer to, and the first part of the answer is simple. This confirmed fixed rate could genuinely unlock life-altering financial opportunities for you. Just imagine securely holding a currency that was previously valued at a tiny fraction of a US penny, and then receiving confirmation that one of the most globally influential banking institutions is now publicly offering a fixed exchange value of $2.31. For the vast majority of people, that kind of dramatic value jump is not merely small, it is absolutely massive and life-changing. It instantly transforms years of faithful waiting into the tangible, real-world financial potential. It will immediately allow people to decisively pay off all debt, securely start new businesses, purchase family homes, confidently support their families, and finally build those long-delayed personal dreams. However, Accessing these incredible opportunities absolutely requires careful preparation on your part. You urgently need to completely understand the exchange process, all the necessary documentation requirements, and the specific steps you must take so that you are not caught off guard or overwhelmed when the public exchange window opens, and that is where the verification process comes in. Banks will absolutely not permit spontaneous, walk-in exchanges without first demanding and reviewing all proper documentation. Verification procedures involve fully proving that you are the rightful and legal owner of the currency, presenting valid personal identification, and securely confirming all of your banking information so that your entire large exchange remains secure and completely compliant with all regulations. These procedures are fully standard for any major currency exchange in the world. However, during a significant currency revaluation period, these rules tend to be considerably stricter and more rigorous than normal. This is not intended to slow down your process. It is specifically designed to thoroughly protect you and the bank. A fixed, high rate means that far more people will appear to exchange, and that means the bank must remain compliant with all federal regulations, organized, and extremely careful. If you are currently holding dinar, now is the time to meticulously gather all of your documents, ensure they are up to date, and confirm you can seamlessly verify your complete ownership when you are formally asked. Next, we must directly address the crucial question many of our viewers are asking. Does this confirmed fixed rate signal that the RV process is now entirely completed? The answer to this is very important. No, the RV is not yet fully and completely finished. What we are definitively witnessing right now is a carefully planned phased rollout, meaning that various distinct stages are being implemented gradually and sequentially, rather than suddenly all at once. Major banks always prepare their systems in layers to entirely avoid overwhelming their infrastructure. This includes staff training, rate locking, liquidity testing, security protocol updates, communication coordination, and verification scripting. The fixed rate is undeniably a major, critical milestone, but it remains one firm step within a much larger, complex picture. Think of the entire RV as a very long bridge that spans a wide chasm. You simply cannot cross it in a single sudden jump. You must logically cross it in prepared, safe sections, and today, we have just successfully crossed one of the biggest and most important sections of that bridge so far. What makes this latest update even more significant is the powerful global ripple effect it will inevitably trigger. Anytime an influential, major bank officially establishes a fixed, high rate on a currency linked to a long-anticipated revaluation, all global financial markets immediately watch the action closely. International partners review all relevant agreements. Investors meticulously analyze the move. Currency desks immediately adjust all of their projections, and other major banks begin running immediate internal simulations to prepare for matching the rate once official green light spread across the financial sector. A fixed rate creates powerful, irreversible momentum. It universally signals to the entire financial world that something foundational has profoundly shifted, and once that institutional momentum begins, it is extremely difficult, if not completely impossible, to stop the process. Now let's clearly discuss the practical process of accessing the new fixed rate itself. Not every local branch of a major bank will immediately handle the dinar exchange. High-volume foreign currency exchanges are typically managed only through specific, designated branches that possess specialized equipment, enhanced security, and specifically trained staff. Therefore, if you walk into a small, suburban branch and inquire about the dinar, they may not yet have the necessary system updates or training. That is why it is absolutely critical to call ahead of time. You must speak directly with their foreign currency department, firmly confirm whether they are actively participating in the exchange, and schedule a formal appointment if at all possible. This one step will successfully save you a tremendous amount of frustration and wasted time. It also ensures that you are going to the correct place at the precise time. Another crucial detail, Initial exchange limits may strongly apply. Banks very often impose strict per-person or daily transaction caps during all major currency transitions to maintain a stable liquidity balance across the system. This is not intended to be a deliberate restriction, it is a necessary protective measure. Effective liquidity management is vital during large-scale exchanges because the institution must absolutely ensure there is sufficient capacity to safely handle the immense volume of customers. Therefore, be mentally prepared for the distinct possibility of staged, multi-day exchanges. This process does not mean you will lose any value, it simply means the entire process will occur in organized, careful steps rather than all at once. This is exactly how the bank confidently ensures fair and equal access for everyone involved. Many patient holders have also been urgently asking whether other various institutions may offer a slightly higher rate. While minor rate variations are certainly possible in specific regional markets, major institutions typically coordinate very closely to entirely avoid massive discrepancies that could cause public confusion or destabilize the market. The fixed rate of $2.31 is intended to be a very strong, foundational benchmark. It is intentionally designed to immediately set a firm, stable tone for the entire exchange market and confidently create consistency. When one major global institution firmly adopts a fixed number, all other institutions generally align their processes to effectively maintain that critical consistency. Now, let's zoom out even further and clearly examine why the specific historical moment is so drastically different from all the previous years of widespread speculation. In the past, all the updates were usually unverified, vague, or inconsistent in their nature. But today's monumental development is strictly not about rumors, it is entirely about tangible, structural banking action being taken. When any major financial institution officially locks a rate, it confirms they have successfully completed all necessary internal checks. These checks encompass everything from security protocol testing, staff note authentication training, verification workflow scripting, and digital system updating. For an institution to finalize such complex, major systems requires significant resources, immense time, and high-level corporate approval, and they would absolutely not initiate any of this work if the entire revaluation process wasn't now firmly and demonstrably moving forward with great velocity. This brings us to a powerful, important emotional point for all holders. Patience has been an extremely difficult virtue to maintain over the years. The Dinar community has endured countless years of mixed messages, delayed progress, and consistently shifting timelines from external sources. That is precisely why today's verified update truly matters so much. It clearly shows that all of that patient waiting was decisively not wasted effort. The steps actively happening now are measurable, visible, and directly tied to real, observable bank operations rather than mere vague, unconfirmed rumors. This specific type of concrete confirmation is what many people completely thought they would never live to see. And now, it is finally, tangibly, and visibly happening right before our eyes. However, even with this incredibly exciting and unprecedented progress, it remains absolutely essential for every holder to stay strategic and completely calm. Do not impulsively rush into any major decisions. Do not allow your emotions to uncontrollably dictate your next crucial financial steps. Instead, concentrate entirely on your preparation. Ensure your currency is securely and safely stored. Ensure all of your identification documents are immediately up to date and valid. Ensure you thoroughly understand the entire exchange process, and ensure you approach your actual exchange with a clear, rational mind and a well-structured plan. A fixed rate gives you the invaluable luxury of absolute clarity and a clear target. You must use that clarity wisely and strategically. The next significant question most people are urgently asking is, how long will the $2.31 fixed rate realistically be available for public exchange? The simple answer is that it largely depends on the structured pace of the public rollout. Fixed rates are generally consistently maintained throughout the initial public phases of any major exchange cycle. but banks reserve the legal right to adjust them as major international financial conditions continue to evolve. This is precisely why remaining immediately informed and connected is so essential. The faster you fully understand the process and prepare all of your necessary documents, the smoother and more profitable your entire exchange experience will ultimately be. Let's also briefly discuss international dinar holders. If you reside outside of the United States, your available options will primarily depend on regional exchange centers and partner banking institutions. Some international banks may already be preparing identical exchange structures, others may choose to patiently wait for additional high-level confirmations. If you are located outside the U.S., your single best immediate step is to urgently contact the major, authoritative banks in your specific region and directly ask whether they are officially participating in the current initial phase of the dinar exchange rollout. Another extremely important factor to consider is the sharply increasing risk of scams. Every single time a major, confirmed update like this emerges, fraudulent opportunists immediately appear, falsely claiming to offer faster results or special, privileged access to the exchange. Do not, under any circumstances, trust private brokers, unofficial buyers, or special online groups. Your only completely safe and entirely trustworthy path to exchange is exclusively through official, verified exchange centers and regulated banks. Anyone offering excessively high rates, or promising secret, special deals, is most likely attempting to commit fraud against you. Protect your financial future, protect your valuable identity, and protect your currency by completely avoiding all unverified and unproven offers. As we now confidently move toward the formal conclusion of this groundbreaking update, let's focus intently on what this historical moment truly represents. It represents tangible progress, real, solid, and completely measurable progress. It represents stability decisively replacing years of paralyzing uncertainty. It represents years of slow, incremental institutional steps finally accelerating into powerful, visible action. And it represents a major global institution officially signaling that the public exchange process is highly active, fully structured, and definitively entering its public phase. For all the patient holders who have been researching, waiting, and meticulously preparing, this is the precise moment you have been rightfully anticipating. The confirmed fixed rate is the undeniable proof that the entire process is unfolding exactly as many experienced analysts correctly predicted. Slow and steady at first, then suddenly accelerating with great speed. This is absolutely one of those thrilling suddenly moments, and while the RV is not yet completely finished, the clear path forward has truly never been more obvious or assured. Before we formally close, let's quickly go through a very simple preparation checklist to ensure you are fully ready. First, you must stay immediately informed and completely avoid relying on random, unverified online posts or social media chatter. Second, organize all of your legal and personal documents now so that you do not lose precious time later when the rush begins. Third, prepare yourself emotionally for the exchange process, because major financial opportunities require smart, completely calm decisions. Fourth, clearly understand that phased rollouts require structured appointments, patience, and sometimes minor waiting periods. And finally, protect yourself entirely from all scams by exclusively sticking with only official, verified financial institutions. Now, let's bring the entire picture together. The Iraqi Dinar has just successfully seen a confirmed fixed rate of $2.31 set within a major American banking system. This is not mere speculation, this is not rumor, this is absolutely real, and it marks one of the single biggest, most verifiable steps forward in the entire RV journey to date. Patience, preparation, and verification are now the absolute keys to successfully navigating what decisively comes next. The entire process is firmly moving forward. The banking systems are fully ready and tested, the fixed rate is live within the system, and the massive opportunities for all dinar holders are becoming clearer and more tangible with every passing day. As we end this important report, please take a well-deserved deep breath and consciously remember this fact: Your immense patience was certainly not for nothing. The definitive steps being revealed right now clearly show that the progress is unfolding exactly at the highest possible financial levels. Stay calm, stay meticulously prepared, and stay reliably informed, because things are rapidly moving forward now, and the absolute best is finally yet to come for every single holder. Thank you for watching today's essential Iraqi Dinar news update. If this report successfully delivered clarity and value to you, please make sure to like the video, subscribe immediately to our channel, and share this vital update with all other dinar holders who urgently need to hear this confirmed information. Stay smart, stay completely ready, and stay firmly focused. The $2.31 breakthrough is definitively here, and the next crucial phase is right around the very next corner.